Bill Murray, thank you very much for joining us today. First at 5, an elderly woman fights back against a man who pushes his way into her home and then robbed her.
Yeah, it happened in Gallia County in the community of Bidwell. 2 men have now been arrested and they're suspects in at least one other robbery in the same area. News Channel 3's Dan Griffin joins us now. This woman very grateful that her neighbors actually heard her screams for help.
Yeah, well, no kidding, Bill. That's right. She says their help and their comforting words kept her calm after the men got away. And it was this morning she was reunited with very special rings stolen by one of the men. But in all this, she says there's a lesson for everyone. Be cautious and fight for what's yours. Constance Evans says it was early Tuesday morning when she got a knock at her front door in Bidwell.
Well, I asked him what he wanted, and he said he had run out of gas and he wanted to call his wife. So I said, well, wait a minute, I'll let you use my cell phone.
But that moment of kindness turned into a struggle. Gallia County Sheriff's deputies say this man, Ryan Koff, pushed his way in and demanded money.
Too late in the month for money.
So he went for something else.
He seen my diamonds, and he started twisting them off my fingers.
Those diamonds were rings bought by her late husband 55 years ago. At that moment, Constance says Koff ran out the front door and started banging on her windows.
This might have did it to scare me.
So she came back outside to tell him to leave. At that point, neighbors noticed.
I'm running down the road screaming and hollering, get off of her, leave her alone, leave her alone.
But Koff ran back inside her house.
I kept telling him, get out of my house, get out of my house, get out of my house. I don't like strange men in my house.
She says the two struggled again.
I just started biting him, doing all kinds of things. And then finally I decided, all right, I'm going to let him have these rings and maybe he'll go.
And he did. Sheriff's deputies say he was spotted in 2 other areas before he and Kenneth Clark were arrested in connection to the thefts.
And the elderly around here, the ones we do have, they're precious. Yeah, they are. And we want to keep them.
But Constance says this scary situation is a lesson for everyone.
You should give in a bit, but then fight too for what's yours.
Yeah, no, neighbors and people around Bidwell are fired up about this story. The good part about all this, she got her rings back. That was early this morning around 7 o'clock. And Brittany, tonight, she says she's doing okay.
And that is the important thing. Thank you, Dan. Gallia County Sheriff's deputies say that another home was hit in those robberies, too. In that case, Koff was stealing a flat screen TV. Investigators say that that was also returned. Both men are in the Gallia County jail facing charges in these cases.